all winter I've looked forward to hunting spring bear. This year, spring came late, and so did the bears, emerging from their dens after a long, icy nap. On this hunt, my dad and I's original plan fell through, but our friend Tom offered to take us on his landing craft, and we didn't hesitate. The stretch of coastline we were headed to was known to hold abundant numbers of black bear. The first thing these coastal bears do when they come out of their dens is to head to the beach. The first shoots of juicy green grass emerge on the southern-facing cliffs and beach berms, offering black bears their first fresh nutrients in months. As for us hunters, this recipe makes for the perfect opportunity to fill our freezers with fresh game for the summer. But to do this, we've got to get to bear country first. We met up with Tom at one of his construction sites to make a game plan. My dad and Tom have known each other for years through commercial fishing, and I grew up going out on the boat, so I've spent a lot of time with him too. Tom took us on an epic moose hunt when I was 10, and his son Daniel shot a nice bull. I knew we were in for an awesome adventure. We made a few store runs for a couple items, and then packed up for an early morning departure. Homer is one of my favorite towns in Alaska, and I have a lot of family history there as well. My great-grandparents homesteaded there and acted as the town's original hospital from what I understand. And while I am proud to come from a family that's been in Alaska for a long time, others have been here much longer. I think it's important to acknowledge there isn't just one narrative for the history of Alaska. Through the colonization of their land, Native Alaskans endured terrible crimes against humanity and continue to experience oppression, yet they are still here. I acknowledge this video was filmed on Native land. And if you aren't quite sure what I'm talking about or want to know more, a quick Google search should provide some helpful insight.
It's happening out there.
The next morning, we pulled into the harbor and loaded our gear on the boat. Tom was already making fun of me for filming. These guys are absolutely bonkers about boats and know everything you could possibly know about them. After a quick fill up at the gas station, we were on our way. There's nothing quite like the feeling of being on a fast boat with all the gear you need headed out the bay. It didn't take long at all before we started seeing bears, and I attempted to stalk on one that happened to wander back into the alders. Filming from the boat turned out to be pretty difficult, but I did the best I could to get some footage of these bears for you. I was immediately struck by how vivid they stick out from the light greens, browns, and grays behind them. This contrast made spotting bears easy, but sizing them up to determine if they were a shooter proved to be a little more tricky. In addition to this stark contrast I was noticing, we started seeing herds of mountain goats everywhere on these bluffs, and I couldn't believe how close to the water they were. It's fairly unique to see them at such low elevation. Mountain goats are one of my favorite animals of all time, so I wanted to share some clips I got from last fall on Kodiak. saw a few good-sized bears that we couldn't quite connect on. Finding them is easy, but getting on the beach, avoiding detection in a big aluminum box, and getting a shot off is another story. Right as my dad set up on this bear, it slipped back into the forest.
Doing a little trolling. Got a couple bears glassed up on the hill, but they're too far away, man. We're boat hunting. Can't be working too hard out here for these.
A little swell going there. Spot bears on the beach, towing for cans.
Today's video is sponsored by Alter X Company. Their shirts are made from a durable blend of organic hemp and cotton, and I can honestly say it's one of the comfiest shirts I've ever worn. Hemp fabric is antifungal and antimicrobial, which means it won't stink even after days in the outdoors. I've found this fabric also dries quickly, and I love this copper color they have. In addition to making high quality tees, Alter X Co. is committed to serving 150 meals for each shirt sold. If you're interested, I put a link in the description below where you can check them out and learn more. Thank you, Alter X Company, for sponsoring this video.
Bear spotted, we're going in.
In my mind, the perfect situation for bow hunting coastal bears is to get up into the tree line if it's not too brushy, and work over to where the bear is on the beach, and then peek out of the brush right on top of the bear. On this stalk, we spotted a nice bear, and my dad and I went in on the next beach down. I don't know if the bear heard the boat or just had its fill of the beach, but it lumbered up off the beach before we could make it into position. I tried to angle back into the woods to intercept it, but it disappeared into the thick salmon berries before I had a chance. A little further down the line, we went in on another bear I spotted. The first time we popped out of the trees, the bear was still way down the beach, so we tucked back into the brush and closed the distance. The second time I came out, the bear steps out right below me. I draw my bow and wait for a shooting window, but either the bear is walking, the angle is wrong, or the branches block my shot. I decide to hold off and circle back to where we first peeked out at the beach. I approach the little cliff edge cautiously. I know the bear is going to be close when I see it. My first shot spines the bear and also gets lunged because of the steep angle, and I quickly follow up with another shot to make sure he expires as quickly as possible.
Alright, we got it done on day one. Got a coastal black bear. It's a beautiful bear, and I'm really stoked on it. It was walking back and forth on this beach, and we were all crawling around behind there trying to get. I had it at 50 yards, but I decided to try and get closer because I thought I could, and the final shot was really close, so it was super exciting. And yeah, awesome bear. I'm really excited to eat it. Let's see what else we can find.
We let the boat go dry at low tide in this lagoon Tom had hunted before, and we planned to hunt all evening until the tide came back in. Perfect time for dinner.
Oh, what you got simmering over here?
Oh, some sheep meat.
Right on.
Fresh right out of the freezer.
Sweet.
I'm pretty sure this is going to make a sheep hunting fanatic out of Max. Guaranteed. Wait till he bites into this. It's all over. Sheep in Alaska will never be the same.
Yeah, you might not be wrong.
Oh.
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Wow.
It's just all right.
That's awesome.
So good.
Black bear taste test, take one. It's tender enough.
It's good. It's it's like fresh, like it's not, it's a little green, like it's a tiny bit chewy, but real mild. It's good stuff.
What's the deal there, Dad?
It's go time.
It's go time.
Black bear.
Finished up dinner and Black Bear stepped out.
Literally right at dessert time.
Yeah.
That's our dessert. Black
I'm gonna miss out on coffee.
I'm not.
Anyone who's been new to bear hunting, which I suppose is all bear hunters at some point, knows that judging the size of a bear can be a lot more difficult than you'd think. Without horns or antlers to help discern size, even well-seasoned guides make mistakes and have clients shoot small bears. It's a learning process and something I trust will come with time and patience.
Nice shot. Nice one. Bear down. Nice work. That was so cool. Yeah. Right on. Good shot. Yeah, no kidding.
Alright, I've heard that story lots, but you want to tell me one more time?
Well, the first deer hunt I was on was with Matt Keplinger, and we've been looking for deer hard. Finally, I see one on the beach. I'm all excited. So we go over there, and if you spot it, you get to shoot it. So knocked it down, went up, picked it up, one hand like this. I was, oh, that's not very big. And when I got back to the boat, he could see I was a little bummed out. And he goes, hey, what are you worried about? That's a lot of burger for one bullet.
Very true. That's a lot of meat. Alright, we literally just got back from that stalk like 10 minutes ago. My dad was cleaning his bear.
Yeah,
and
it's a big bear.
And
Sam
it's a big
said
bear.
it was.
Sam said this one's a big bear, so we're going after this one. It's a little bit on the move though, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Heading that way. plan on day 2 was to hunt the beaches back to town. I already had a great bear, so I was holding out for a really big one. We didn't end up shooting anything, but I did get to practice some more stalks. Hold up. It's not a big one.
Oh, this is pretty big in his hand. This is how he's pushing them out.
Yeah, look at that's you know, that one looks big though. Yeah. Oh yeah, those are different tracks.
Yeah, this one was different.
I saw that spot and I didn't know if it was blood spot or rub.
Yeah, it was rub.
What an incredible trip. I saw parts of my home state I've never seen before, brought home some quality protein, and made memories that will last a lifetime. Thanks again, Tom, for taking us out. Thank you to my dad for filming a lot of this hunt. That was really awesome. And thank you to everyone watching this video. I really appreciate you taking the time to check out my video. And if you enjoyed it, it would be awesome if you could click that like button down below and subscribe for more adventures. Until next time, stay balanced. Cheers.